All right, we've got our skaters queued up for Heat 1.
And there
Skater
he is,
number 1.
Alec Majerus.
Alec Majerus out of Rochester, Minnesota, USA, 20 years old, goofy-footed. He's a rookie pro, but we know him well. He's been around for years and years. Like you mentioned, Brian, at the top of the show, he won Tampa Am. That is huge. And we have Ryo Sajiri out of Tokyo, Japan, 29 years old. Amateur.
It is the international.
It really is.
Contest right here, all the way from Japan. It's incredible. Moving down the list right here.
We have Max Geronzi. Oh, this kid, cliche skater, absolutely crazy video part recently. 24 years old from Perpignan, France. I'm sure I'm not saying that quite right. This kid is amazing.
That's all right. His skating will speak louder than words.
Yeah, well, we love this guy too. Age 26, goofy footer. It's Tommy Finn, originally from Durban, South Africa, then from Brisbane, Australia, now living out in Los Angeles, really getting into his groove. Love me some Tommy Finn.
Me too, man. He's one of my personal favorites. And
speaking of South Africa, from Cape Town, age 24, he's a regular footer. He's pro, and he is not very well known, but he kills it. Moses Adams.
He was killing it in practice today. The early bird gets the worm.
Yeah.
Here's your first heat coming up here. What are we looking at, Paul?
Well, we've got 5 skaters, and this is Heat 1 out of 6. Alec Majerus is going to be coming in first. He has 2 runs, 45 seconds apiece. We should talk about that format real quick again so everybody knows what they're looking for. They get 2 45-second runs, and then we're going to go to the best trick section where they get 5 tries. And your top 4 scores overall count. It doesn't matter where you got them. Your top 4 scores count for your final score.
It's anybody's game.
It really
and it's
is.
a hard position to be in, dropping in first, but here comes Alec Majerus.
Alec Majerus, he was kind of our pick for the guy who could potentially get one of those 2 spots into Street League because he's so consistent. He's a contest veteran. He grew up skating contests.
I'm pulling for him right there. A little frontside 180 switch 50-50, just warming it up here on the course.
Yeah, and he got a little sketchy, but he stayed on. And right now, what you're going to want to do is stay on. You want to chalk up some points so you have a comfortable feeling going into that best trick section.
Here he comes, rolling in.
There's that wedge to rail. Nice front nose blunt over the gap to bar. Getting squirrely, staying on, and that is going to be time right there for Alec Majerus. That was a solid run, staying on, doing what he had to do.
Throwing that one down for the crowd. Kickflip back lip here on his first run, staying on. It's the beginning of the contest, setting the tone right here on his first 45-second run.
Score is in with a 5.9. Gives him room for improvement, but it's a good baseline score. Something to start with.
If you're just joining us back at home, people are shooting for that 9 club. You know, those scores are going to go up, and somebody's going to be getting that 9.
We might not see that till a little bit later, but you never know. These guys are amazing, and they're all capable.
And right here from Tokyo, Japan, this is the International Pro Open, and he's coming in. We got
Ryo Sajiri, and he skated plenty of damn AMs and Tampa AMs, coming in switch with the switch feeble. Trying a little caballerial front board. I would imagine, this is my guess, it's probably got some shaky legs.
To be at this contest with all these skaters that are known from around the world.
Oh, that was sick. Nollie front sideway fake 5-0 to forward. Ryo is super tech. The question is does he stay on?
And you have to stay on here at the Barcelona Pro Open.
Switch stance, frontside 50-50, down the handrail. He's got time for about one more trick. Backside nose blunt, grabbing it, pulling it in. That was nice.
Not to mention possibly the shaky legs that he might have. Oh, nice feeble grind pop out on the planner.
Dude, that is sketchy coming out of that quarter pipe onto that rail. That was awesome. That was a good solid run from Ryo. Let's see what the judges think. He had one fall.
Hope everybody's tuning in from around the world, especially in Japan. Speaking of our jet lag the other day, I wonder how his is doing all the way from Japan.
Yeah, he really did come from all the way around the world. That was another look at the Nollie 180 fakie 5-0. Ryo putting it down. getting a 5.5, putting him in second place behind Alec. Next in, Max Geronzi. This guy's amazing. I have not seen him skate many contests in the past, but I know from his video parts.
Insane video parts with a frontside flip over the bump to bump. Third skater in here getting this contest started in beautiful Spain.
Half cab Manny to front board fakie. Oh, nice combo. I mean, in my opinion, those are the hardest tricks to do in a contest. You gotta have the balance. You gotta have your legs locked down. You can't be squirrely on something like that.
But with those hardest tricks, those are the ones that'll possibly get you those top 8 qualifying spots that they're looking for.
Absolutely.
Rocking that Nike SB gear here.
Whoa! I'm not sure what he was going for. Looked pretty bio.
Possibly the 900?
Yeah. Trying to get into the 9 Club with the 900 in the street.
It could possibly happen. He's smiling. He looks like he's having a good time. He knows that's not going to be the run that's going to put him in there.
Right, but it's a 5.5.
Good job, Max.
5.9 bumps him up ahead of Rio. So he is tied for first place currently with Alec.
And as you said it, you love you some Tommy Finn right here. We all do. All around great guy, great skater, can skate any terrain. Here from Australia, originally from South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa. He's been all over the world, now living in Los Angeles.
Starting it out with a front nose blunt.
And you know, we've seen him skate the Kimberly Cup contest a few years in a row, and he puts it down out there. He almost won it one year.
Oh, nice. Nose grind on the little straight ledge.
Tommy's sick. He has a few real go-to tricks. Nollie crooks. That's easy for him. He's a king of the backside over crook and the backside nose blunt. He'll probably be breaking those out.
10 seconds winding down on the Nixon time clock. Little 3 flip over the bump to bump.
Yep. I think he's playing it smart out there, making his tricks, clocking points.
So far, a flawless run. That could always be the jinx, though. Oh! He switched nose grind.
Yeah, that was beautiful backside 180 nose grind. Wow. Great run for Tommy Finn. His
I'm
score
gonna
is
applause him in here in the booth, you know?
Yeah, no, that's good. We're backing it. We love this. 5.7 for Tommy. There's the nollie frontside nose grind. That was the easiest thing he did.
He killed it. Scores are tough, man. It's going to be a tough 8 cut here today out of the 28 skaters here at the Pro Open. It's anybody's game, but it's four scores out of the 7.
Yeah, these are the best guys from all over the world, and there's only 28 of them.
I'm sure this is one of his old homies back home in South Africa. Originally from Durban here. We got Moses coming in. Let's see what he can do.
I went to South Africa in about 2004, and we went to Cape Town, and they took us to a spot, and they're like, there's this little kid here who's the best. And it was Moses Adams, and he was just a little ruler.
11 years ago.
Yeah, he was tiny, and he killed it. And I remembered, I was like, I wonder if we'll see him again. This was before social media. Kickflip front crooks. That was nice. That's going to count for some serious points.
He was here earlier in practice today. There's the crooked grind down the long blue rail. 3 flip over the bump to bump.
You want to stay on these first runs. It's okay. He's put in some good tricks already. See what he finishes with. Fakie backside nose grind. That's going to be time for Moses Adams.
He did a good job, man. It's the first contest, you know. You're entering, starting off your first run. You get the jitters out of you. You got 6 more runs to go. Only 4 really count. We're going to take it back to the top with previous Tampa Am winner.
And we got a little bit of insight from Alec into his strategy today. It's the keys.
I'm just going to flow around on the course, try and hit every obstacle along the way, and then probably end with a banger on the big set to get some good points.
Yeah, end with a banger. Yeah. That's his strategy.
Get some great points.
That's smart. I would do that too. Front blunt on that volcano, that's gnarly. I'm going to say this. TV and video doesn't make that volcano, doesn't do it justice, because that thing is a feast. Nice. Front side way, switch crooks. You could see he's so in control. really he's a veteran out there. It doesn't look like he's nervous. It looks like he's just trying to do what he knows he's supposed to do, hammering it out.
And he knows what to do. Winner of Tampa Am, as I mentioned, 3rd place Tampa Pro last year. He's got what it takes. Brand new pro on the circuit. Killing it and already taking names.
So proper. Front side, nose blunt on the gap to rail. He is the current leader. Back tail down the hubba. Another perfect run. 360 flip fakie on the quarter pipe.
A little after time, but hey, that's for the crowd, and that's for you guys that are at home tuning in right here from around the world.
That's a solid score, 6.5. Cumulative 12.4 right now for Alec Majerus.
Alec originally from Minneapolis.
Yeah, he's a Midwesterner. His whole family supporting. Next in, Rio Sujiri from Tokyo.
You know he's nervous.
Yeah, but I mean, like we said, we've seen him around. He's skated a lot of contests and he's done pretty well, but this is definitely the biggest one he's skated in. And you know he'd love to be in the league. Caballero front board. He bailed on that in his first run. Good to see him staying on, because I know he's got way better tricks than that too. Like that, love it. So remember, out of their 2 runs and then their 5 best tricks, 4 scores count overall. So you're gonna have 3 throwaway scores at the end of the day. You don't wanna throw away too much, but it's best to stay on and clock points. But if you blow it here, you can make up for it in the best trick, no problem. Top 4 scores count. Rio needing a 7 to put him in first place. That was nice. Switch frontside biggie over the gap.
Let's see where he ends up. Each skater getting 7 judge scores.
6.7, not quite what he needed to bump ahead of Alec, but solid nevertheless. On deck, in next, Max Geronzi.
Max has been killing it. Nice to see him out here.
Currently in 3rd place.
From France. Let's see what he can do on his 2nd run over the entire course.
Nollie over the rail, getting a little loose. Frontside flip. Hanging on. He's smiling out there. Or maybe he's grimacing from the heat. It's hot.
It's hot. It could be a lot hotter. The wind is cooperating right now.
Oh, taking a big chance there with the switch tray. You know what the #1 factor out there really is, though, is the brightness. It's like people are skating in sunglasses. If they get, I know that's tough. I can't skate in sunglasses, but some people have been doing it because it is so bright.
It is. The reflection from the white course is almost like just an intense flat area of mirrors reflecting into the crowd and into the skaters' eyes. So it's tough. The wind's picking up a little bit. It could be a little bit challenging, but compared to yesterday,
it's beautiful.
Wind was intense, so it's on their side right now. Hopefully it doesn't pick up.
So Max not quite having the run he was looking for with a 2.1. He's going to look to the best trick to throw one of those scores out. Tommy Finn on deck. He's living out in Los Angeles. I was talking to him yesterday. He said he's kind of feeling it out, figuring out who his crew is.
Hey, he had a great first run. Let's see what he can do here on his 2nd run.
Yeah.
Living in LA, originally from Australia, also from South Africa.
He was the Australian Skater of the Year a few years back, so that tells you something. There's a lot of shredders in Australia. He's one of them. He's one of the best.
Coming with some speed.
Here we go. Nollie front nose grind.
And if you ever have an opportunity to meet Tommy, be sure to introduce yourself. He's an insane skater, great personality, and great integrity. Nice backside 5-0 on the ledge.
You know what? You're right. He really is. He's genuinely hyped all the time.
There's that 3 flip over the bump to bump. Nixon time clock kicking down, and that's going to be officially time for Tommy Finn right here. But he's got one more for you, crowd, if you're tuning in. and for the crowd here on the site. Whoa! The backside 180 nose grind coming out forward. Yeah, Tommy Finn.
Tommy Finn.
That's
awesome.
what the judges are looking for. Ending up with a 5.5. But once again, there's 7 scores that are going to count. 2 of them can be the runs, but the next 5 will be the best trick anywhere around the course that the skater likes to do the trick at. Street League, Barcelona, Spain, leaving skate parks behind. It's an incredible moment. And here comes Moses. Moses in for his last of his second entire run of the course.
Ooh, kickflip front crooks. That's huge. Oh, 360 flip, going for it. Not quite locking into the 50-50, slipping out and over. That's not gonna help his score any, but I appreciate a guy coming in guns blazing. That's awesome, Moses Adams, 3.2.
Well, that's definitely not gonna get you into the top 8. It's a tough game.
All right, there is your leader, Alec Majerus, sitting in first place. We'll be back right after this. Stick around. There's Alec Majerus, comfortably sitting in first place with a, well, not too comfortably, 12.2 points ahead of Siri.
Just like my prediction in the beginning, you know, we're rooting for Alec Majerus. You know, it'd be great if you could see somebody like this. Not only
there really is a long way to go, though, but I mean, you never know. We still have the best trick section, and to be honest, Alec doesn't have a weakness in his game, and he's in, and he could put down some hammers. Ah, not quite. Back nose blunt. He was fighting it.
Almost a contest mate, you know?
Almost. We can't edit that one, though, to make it look like a full match.
I'm glad he's all right. It looked like his hand was behind him. You don't want anybody to get hurt on the first trick here in the best trick.
All right, next in, Rio Sajiri.
You know, I've seen Rio skate in the smaller section of the course. I wonder what he's got on the bigger side here today.
He's in the small section, but everything counts. It doesn't matter which section you're skating. Best trick is a best trick. Of course, if you're skating the smaller stuff, you're gonna probably have to get more tech. Max Geronzi, though, he can get buck. I would guess he's gonna go for something big.
Rocking the Nike SB gear. Here he comes to the...
Whoa, trying the switch. Kickflip front board, front nose. Not quite, though. Close doesn't get you anything here.
No, it doesn't. Probably some zeros. But that's why we have 5 best trick attempts here.
5 attempts.
4 scores overall. Here comes Tommy Finn.
That's right. Bolts!
Kickflip crooks. Solid. Australians Skater of the Year.
5.5. 7.3 he gets for that. Kickflip crooks. That's a big score.
That is a big score. Second best score of the day so far. Who do we got coming in right now? Moses
Adams. Hitting the big hubba. Trying that 360 flip, maybe the 50-50, maybe the Smith, maybe the lip slide.
I bet he was going for the 50-50.
I would imagine.
You know, the way they're scoring it, any flip in to a trick gives you a better opportunity for a better score, and a flip out is even better, and that would get you into the 9 club.
Alec Majerus. So his mom used to travel with him all over from event to event. I think she stopped coming. Oh, there it is. Backside nose blunt. Skitter at the bottom, but hanging on. It's going to be big.
It's pretty epic that everybody turns, looks at the replays on the Jumbotron out here. The Mediterranean is right in front of us. Some of you guys that are watching it might be behind the course, but it's an awesome view here today. Look at Alec Majerus just nailing it, 100%. What did he get on that score there, Paul?
6.8. That's big time. And he's got way more than that. That's a warm-up.
Of course he does.
Rio with his second of 5 attempts here in the best trick. Big spin front board, fakie to bolts.
Good job, Rio. I think that's the first time I've seen him hit the big rail this week.
Yeah, he decided to play it smart and not go back for seconds on the little rail. Stick something on the big section. He gets a 6.3. Solid score, good enough currently for 3rd place. Taking another look. Big spin, front board to backwards. Max Dronzi on deck.
I'm a fan of Max. We'd love to see the people that you don't get to see all the time, qualify here today. And here he goes.
Switch kickflip front board attempt, not quite. Though, it's so difficult to come out here with not as much experience skating in these types of contests, and you're going against the best guys in the world. Alec Majerus, for example. I mean, how do you do it? You gotta have superhuman talent.
You got to get that practice, skate as many contests as you can so you can come out here like just another day of skating in the streets.
Exactly.
And here comes one of our favorites, Tommy Finn. Let's see what he's got on this run.
Ooh, going for the back nose blunt. Just like Alec did, except Tommy's just seemed to slip over. Those things are waxed up. These guys don't mess around with the wax. That's good.
Wax
for
on, wax off.
Moses Adams, let's see if he tries this 360 flip 50 again, or if he decides to switch it up and play it safe. You need scores. Oh! Wow!
Insane. The 3 flip, 5-0.
Yes.
Touching down, making it.
Yeah. Here
in Spain. One of the hardest tricks I've seen so far.
Definitely. So, taking another look. 360 flip.
Look at this.
Locked in the back truck. Just maybe tapping the front wheels or the front truck on the way out, but making it, and that's huge.
It's a contest make.
Contest make. We'll take it.
Good job, Moses.
That was good for an 8. Here we go. Alec, front feeble, 180 out. Risky, but I think for Alec, easy.
Yeah, easy. Not too risky because he's got a couple bangers under his sleeves. He's checking the Jumbotron right here to see where he's at.
6.6.
He knows he needs to step it up. But take a look at that slow-mo.
Well, at this point, he can step it up. Right there, he has 4 scores on the board. So at this point, from here, he's just trying to improve on those and drop the lowest scores.
Back to Japan.
Rio Sajiri, 3 scores on the board. With 3 more attempts, he needs at least 1, but preferably 3 bangers. Switch, 270 front board fakie. Wow! Way to handle it, Rio.
Holding it strong for Japan. Good job, Rio.
7.3. Judges are backing it. Here we go, Max Dronzi back for his 3rd attempt. Needs a 6.7 average to take over the lead. He can do that. Switch, back lip. What's that gonna get him? He's gotta make everything at this point. And he's doing it 6.6.
6.6, good job, Max.
Nicely done. So Tommy Finn in next.
Studying it out. Wait until he gets the green light from Eric out there on the course.
Tommy needs at least 1 more score on the board.
The wind's starting to pick up just a little bit here. Here comes Tommy Finn. Let's see what he has.
There it is. Back nose blunt. Such a good style.
Couldn't have been any better right there with the back nose blunt.
No, it couldn't have.
And the backdrop, palm trees, Mediterranean. Check out the slow-mo.
Here we go. We saw it from Alec, seeing the version that Tommy's got. Oh, he's just locked in.
Incredible.
Ooh, getting a little wheel bite on the ride out, but staying on, and that's all that matters sometimes. Man, Moses, score of the day, 8.0 on that tray flip 5.0/50. Needs an average of a 6 to take the lead. Oh! Whoa! Did he just, was that hard flip back lip? I looked away for a minute. I'm gonna have to see a replay on
Let's
that.
take
Wow.
the replay.
That was beautiful. And that's gonna be another huge score.
The crowd woke up there.
8.5.
The best trick of the day.
Yes, Moses putting it together for Cape Town.
Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this replay.
Here we go. Oh, varial heel back lip. Yep. That'll do it. 8.5.
He's stoked, big smile.
Man, risking it because his runs didn't come together so well. Doing it here in the best trick. Alec Majerus with his 4th of 5 best trick attempts. Just needs an average of 6 to take the lead back from Rio. Ooh! That's gonna count. Kickflip front 50 on the round bar. Let's see what that's good for. A 6.8? Yes, sir. Alec,
Man,
back on top.
It's so rad to see young Alec out there just killing it, making a difference.
Look at this. Kickflip, catch, easy breezy, 50-50. That front foot the back foot pretty far forward, but still, he knows what he's doing. Manages to hang on, put it down. Rio in 2nd place, 4th of 5 attempts.
Rio's got some fans. You can hear the crowd out there.
People love Japan. Oh, 270, back lip. Man, these guys are good. Love to see this. Everybody coming through.
Rio pulling his guns out here in the best trick. You didn't see these guys focusing on just one obstacle. They've been just skating the entire course, but there you go. Almost front Smith.
Yeah, that was a little sketchy, but in the end, he made it perfect. Max Dronzi. Currently in 5th. Oh. You see, everybody's trying to stack points on the big section right now. Nobody's messing around with the quarter pipe, flat ledges.
The quarter pipes just aren't going to generate the scores you need out here.
I think you're right.
Barcelona Pro Open.
I mean, I suppose they could, though. It depends what you do. Kickflip, nose blunt slide on the quarter pipe could get you some points, but these guys probably have a little bit more luck on the hubba or the rail. Tommy Finn.
Looking good out there. Eyeing it up. He's in. I'll tell you, with the headset on here, watching the course, I feel like I'm on the course. The sound is so perfect.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody at home can hear every grind, every kickflip.
We're only about 10 feet away from the course, so we're psyched. Best seat in the house. Although everybody here is hooked up. I mean, come on, they're in Barcelona, in the sunshine, on the Mediterranean Sea. Moses Adams, 2 huge scores in the best trick section here. He's got 2 more tries. All he needs is a 5.6 average for first, because he's just got to get rid of some of those low scores from the runs. Oh, trying the nollie flip into what? 5.0? No matter what he gets into, that would count for huge points. But he needs to get rid of that 3.2 and preferably that 4.4, but he's only got one try left, so we'll see what he's got. Alec in second behind Rio. Needs a 7.4 here. He's got a million 7.4s in him. Oh, solid. I like that. Switching it up. Front feeble all the way up. That long flat bar.
He had just enough speed to get him to the top. Good job, Alec.
6.9.
And there he is.
Solid. All in the 6 to 7 range for Alec in the best trick besides the 0. We'll see. Finishing in second right now behind Rio. Hopefully he hangs on to that spot.
I'm rooting for him.
Here we go, Rio. Switch 180 front feeble attempt on the little rail again. Took him out twice. Huh. All right. It's Rio's last attempt. Good showing. So these guys technically are competing against all 28 skaters out here today. All 5 of them could get bumped out if the later skaters do better. So there's no guarantees. You could win your heat and still by the end find yourself in 20th place.
Yeah, and I always find that when you're skating in the first heat, it's like you're just getting the momentum going. You're setting the tone. The advantages of being in the later heats actually go, now I know what I need to do to make the cut.
You're right.
If the dudes are killing it in the beginning, you know you got to go for it all. So it's a do or die situation to make that top 8 here today.
You're
here
absolutely
comes Tommy
right.
Finn. Tommy Finn currently in 3rd place right now. Oh! Good job, Tommy. He's smiling. He knows he can do better. Having a hard time there. Good thing he's all right.
That's close. You can't get any closer.
If you had to cut it in the video part, that's a make. You know, you cut it out a little premature.
You might cut it. Maybe in '92 they would have cut that. Use some Powell magic on it. Keep them going. All right, Moses Adams killed this best trick. He needs to get rid of that 3.2 right now. If he goes for this nollie flip whatever and makes it, could be huge.
He's got it. Moses can do it. Moses can do it. And here it goes.
Oh, big spin to fakey 50-50 down the hubba. That's going to be another huge score. Oh. Waiting on it. 8.1. Yes, Moses Adams
takes the lead.
Taking the lead. Booyah. Look at this.
The crowd's stoked. We're stoked. The camaraderie on the decks of the ramps. Thumbs up, man.
Congratulations, Moses Adams taking the lead on his last try. See his boys stoked for him. Taking a look at the standings. See what we got. Moses Adams in 1st place with a 29, coming in huge in the best trick, followed by Rio Sajiri and Alec Majerus. Tommy and Max following it up. Aquí en Badalona